Metropolitan 92, and not only is he in action, we got Mbappe in attendance. Like, what is going on here?
Well, why wouldn't he? Victor's going to be bigger in France than Mbappe in, what, a year and a half? I'm just kidding.
I don't know.
I'm just kidding.
I'm kidding. Football is football. Football is life.
But when you have a guy who can hit jumpers like this, what he is offensively, the talent he has defensively.
Well, it's so impressive. And to echo what Woj said, look, if Victor and LeBron, again, we're not talking about what his career is going to be, but if Victor and LeBron were both up today and we all remember the LeBron hype machine, Victor is 7'4" and can shoot, can do all the different things. Like, I have never seen a talent like him. And when I see the greatest players in our league today look at him and almost with a level of respect, I haven't seen that. I didn't see it with LeBron coming in. There wasn't T-Mac and AI looking around with a level of respect. With this individual, everyone is looking at him with utter just confusion and just excitement because, like LeBron said, the league is going to be in trouble in a couple of years.
Well, and hype is such an interesting word because it's not just the hype. It's not just the buildup that is around this guy. It's the actuality of what he can do. Can you put that into perspective for us, Zach?
I have butterflies in my stomach, and I don't care where he goes. Like, I'm that excited about it. And like what you said, and he can shoot. That's not something we should tack on at the end. That's a huge deal compared to some other big prospects that have come out before with a lot of skills and ball handling. He can shoot. The level of expectation, I've never seen anything like it. People are all over the draft combine talking about he could be an all-star next year. He's the most important player to come into the league. And I keep seeing all of these articles like, where does he fit best? What's the best fit for him? The answer is everywhere. All the teams, anywhere. He instantly becomes the most important player on whatever team is lucky enough to draft him, and it's just incredible that we're 4 hours away from, or whatever it is, like, bam, he's on a team. This is unprecedented what he can do.
A 7'5" player who studied the Pete Maravich ball handling tapes as a young player and trained with those and handles the ball like a guard who dominates in a way defensively that just at his size and his instincts, his intelligence, he's a well-rounded young man. He is somebody who has been, in a lot of ways, prepared for this moment. And the anticipation among NBA teams who understand that there is never going to, there may not be another night like this where a franchise's fortunes are changed with a prospect like this. Again, you go back in the lottery era of Shaquille O'Neal, LeBron James, Tim Duncan, David Robinson. There have been some incredible players, incredible anticipation. None have ever been more advanced and further along at his age and to doing what he's doing at 7'5". The NBA changes the day he walks in the door here.
The most ridiculous play I have seen on a basketball court in recent memory is when he handled the ball. He shoots the three. The ball goes up in the air. It starts bouncing back. It starts flying back, and he comes flying in. I have never seen. I've never seen someone tip dunk their own
on a Nerf hoop. On a Nerf hoop.
Yes. Now I have done things against my kids on 9-foot hoops plenty of time. I have never seen that. And let me say that that was sent to me in 4 different text chains. NBA players are looking at this, and we're talking about the greatest athletes in the world are looking at this as like, what do you do with that? There is no answer to him, and I think that's what makes him so special.
Put it this way. In 1 minute, you could go from a franchise that is irrelevant and dead in the water to, if this hits the ceiling, set for 20 years. I mean, that's in 1 minute that can happen.
One team president who is in the lottery tonight said to me yesterday, Victor Wembanyama will never play in an arena with an empty seat.
Yeah, never.
Well, that seems pretty accurate.
You can't walk 10 feet around the hotel, the compound that we're staying in here in Chicago, and not have someone, a general manager, a scout, someone come up and say, who do you think is going to get him? Where do you think Victor Wembanyama is going to go? There is so much anticipation around this young man. We obviously have had a chance to talk with him here on this show. His character matches the basketball player you're getting on the court. I mean, Zach, you mentioned butterflies. I am so excited and nervous and looking forward to seeing where he's going to be. I want to check in with Kendrick Perkins to see, Perk, where are you most excited to watch Victor? What are you looking forward to most with Victor Wembanyama tonight?
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't. I got the studio to myself. I actually was watching me.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I was watching highlights.
Are you watching your own highlights?
Yeah, I was actually watching highlights of myself. You know what I'm saying? back just
That's a short
reminiscing.
tape.
I mean, we are in the conference finals, going to the finals and things to that nature. So I just wanted to look. I got the studio to myself.
Well, we'll let you keep watching,
Yeah,
Bert. We'll let you keep
yeah.
watching. And since you mentioned the conference finals, we're going to get to that still to come on NBA Today.
I want his job.
Well-
That chair holding on for dear life.
Nice chair. Be nice to it. Game 1, it goes down tonight between the Lakers and the Nuggets. Big Perk, he's going to tell us why the big men are the key to who wins this series. And we're also going to find out.
If he's healthy, who's going to stop a 7'5" guy with handles and a shot from being? He's tall. He's significantly taller than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with handles and a shot.
To go with that, being 7'5", when you're getting some of these great defenders, Paul George, Marcus Smart, what would you do? You know he's going to shoot over you. Without a doubt.
Right.
You test those handles. You get up in and make him uncomfortable. That's the one thing I think he's going to have to handle or adjust to, because he does have a great handle. And like I say, as long as he can get one or two dribbles where he can get square, it's over with.
I mean, look,
but until then,
you're talking about a guy whose floor is probably Jaren Jackson Jr. or that kind of player, who's a borderline All-NBA player who just won
You
Defensive
think
Player of
his
the Year.
floor is Jaren Jackson Jr.?
Well, I'm saying
Who's
if
going to stop him offensively?
Well, but Jaren Jackson Jr. is a 6'11" big, who's an incredible weak side shot blocker, who's a good 3-point shooter. Like I'm saying,
his floor is not Jaren Jackson.
okay, well, my point is that's a borderline All-NBA player. You're scoffing at that as
That's what I'm saying.
like a guy who's going into the league. If you say that's the worst case outcome, that's a pretty damn good worst
The worst
case
case
outcome.
outcome is a puffed up version of Kristaps Porzingis when he was with the Knicks. That's the worst. Porzingis was excellent with it. He was a game changer with the Knicks. A super duper version of that. Good luck. That's what's
The key to me in all of this is everybody wants to know one thing right now. Is Wembanyama legit? Can he come in and dominate? And Max, the stars always know. And when you started hearing Kevin Durant and Steph Curry months ago say, yep, this kid's got it.
Giannis as well.
Giannis is saying
what
it.
am I going to do with this guy?
When you start hearing that before the dude has even come into the league, when they're watching, that's when you know that all those guys know just how special he can be.
Well, and what's undisputed is we just have never really seen a guy like this before, right? Like he's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's size, who is, making dribble moves. He's dunking off offensive rebounds from the three-point line. Like it is really like watching a video game. And where he winds up, like some team, regardless of what happens with his future, like some team's entire focus and direction is going to change. Depending on some ping pong balls going a few hours.
It's just a shame we're going to have to wait 6.5 years till he's a Laker, Like, is there any way to speed that up?
but where does he go before then?
I don't know, but like
What do
in
you think?
6.5 years, he'll be disgruntled wherever he is. 6.5 years later, they'll try to,
Go there to get another,
You know how that-
go
you
get
know how
another
that
ring.
works.
Yeah.